Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is B. Avery here for another episode of Just My Opinion, and I do appreciate you being here. And with this one, we are talking Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 7, title, Stay in Your Lane. And what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that Kanan needs to stay his ass in his lane and stop trying to wear big boy britches, up here cooking up super drugs, killing up half the block and NICOLE and all that good stuff? Well, we're going to talk about it. But before we do, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil this episode, up, down, left, right, in, and out. Is if you've already seen it, you have been warned. Go watch the episode on Stars, then come back out of this spoilery goodness. I want to let you know this is going to be kind of brief. Later on today, Sunday, September the 5th, 2021, I'm going to be doing a live recap of this episode with my special guest, Miss Elia Cantu. That is going to be 12 o'clock PST, 2 p.m. CST, right here on this channel. So come back and make sure you get some of this good stuff. Now, going ahead and getting into this episode, I always says, like, you know, the episodes like this episode and last episode, it was okay to me. Nothing really happened except until the very end. At the end of episode 6, we saw that Scrap got his ass beat. I was kind of going back and forth like, okay, I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's dead. People in my comment section was like, Brandon, were you not paying attention? His eye was clearly moving. He is alive. He is not dead. And we find out in this episode that he lost an eye. And I think Rock said that he lost a kidney too. And that's messed up, you know. And so hopefully Scrap can come through and survive. And hopefully he can get his eyeball back, you know. But we're just going to have to see about that. Now, the episode also starts off with them going on some like little double date between Rock and Symphony and Kanan and Davina. And it was just the cutest little thing in the world. At first, I didn't know what was going on. But, you know, as, you know, more and more characters start popping up, I was like, wait a minute, I think Symphony's going to pop up too. And Rock wasn't feeling that. She was like, oh, no, hell no. And she ran out of there. Well, she didn't run out of there. She kind of just walked briskly out of there. And then Symphony came trying to drop bars, talking about, hey, I know this band or something like that. And then, you know, they end up getting together. And so it's just kind of funny. Like I'm just thinking about like the first kind of real date that I went on when I was like 15 or 16 years old. You know, my parents would drop us off at the movies. I never went on a date at the mall or anything like that, but, you know, I was dropped off at the movies here and there. But, you know, my mama never said to me like, hey, I'm a young mother, but don't make me no young grandmother. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. She just, all parenting styles are different in relationships. Of course, this is no just set book on how it should be done. I'm not a parent, but you got to figure it out. It's tough. And so I was just comparing that line of dialogue to other lines of dialogue that I've heard, especially in my life. You know, that were just kind of like, you know, very, very interesting to me. Now, at first, I didn't know who this was that was trying to pull the assassination, but we found out later on that it was Lulu. But we have this figure going into this house with a black ski mask on, with his automatic weapon, you know, ready to kill some bodies. You know, what does the song say? Streets need a body. Anyway, done with the corniness. I'm just like, okay, man, this sucks right here, man. Like, you don't want to like be coming and going at the same time. You get what I'm trying to say. Like, old dude was performing oral sex on this lady or whatever. She's enjoying herself, look like she was really having a good time. And old dude just finna come up and shoot him up. And I'm like, man, your aim sucks. You are horrible. You are a horrible assassin. Who are you? Who are you trying to shoot? Who is this person running? And then the dude runs out the door and leaves the girl there or whatever. That's probably the last time you're going to be able to gonna see that or hit that or whatever. And my thing is, you could have got the drop on him. Like the assassin, I didn't know it was Lulu at first, but I wanted him to die because I didn't know it was Lulu at first. I'm just like, man, you should die. You deserve to die. I hope that you miss and you're trying to get everything together with your gun. And then the dude that was eating the pea or whatever, eating the box, like Lulu said later on in the diner, I wish that he would have just laid your ass out right there. That would have been cool. But he was sprinting down the middle of the street. I'm like, bro, get on the sidewalk or something. You got the street lights hanging all on you. Your robe is open. You're sweating and you're panicking. Somebody's going to stop you and be like, what the hell is going on? I think you had your pistol in your hand too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just, you know, that's quite interesting there. Now let's go move over to Juke and NICOLE. Juke looked funny trying to dress up in a dress. That was quite interesting right there. It just, it wasn't her style. I was just like, yeah, that dress is whack. Yeah, that dress is whack. Not saying that she won't be able to look good in the dress, but that's just not her style. It's just going to take a little bit more work to get her into something that she is a bit more comfortable. But they're getting it on. Well, not getting it on. They're at the park somewhere, and they start making out, and Drew calls her the girlfriend and all that. And you're like, oh, that's the first time that you've called me your girlfriend, And I was just like, oh, what a little nice moment between them. And seems like NICOLE is really caring for Jukebox, and, this is not just some fetish thing or something. Maybe it's a phase. I don't know. But it's just quite interesting. But she wants to know the color of the dress. Juke don't want to tell him. They exchanging notes and tape recordings and stuff like that. And NICOLE finds the drugs in the, in the bag, and she takes it. I'm just like, wow, I wonder how this is going to play out right here. Now, let's go over to Howard real quick, rolling up on Kanan. Do y'all think that Kanan, not Kanan, do y'all think that Howard should have just let him know right then and there, hey, I'm your poppy, I'm your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Let's go get this test to prove it. Okay, of course, the conversation is just not going to go down like that, but do you feel that Howard has a right just to tell him, like, hey, I don't know what your mom is tripping on, but I just want to let you know that I am your real dad, I am your father. If you don't believe me, go ask your mom. Because, I mean, me personally, maybe that's not the best delivery, and you don't want to just lay a bomb like that on somebody randomly. I do feel that the father has the same rights as the mother. It's equal rights. It's not like he was a deadbeat and that he's just now trying to come into the fold and give instructions like, okay, you need to do this, do that. No, that's completely different. You can't just, even if you are, in my opinion, even if you are the biological father, you can't just be absent for 15 years and then come in talking about, we're going to do that. No. I disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. Comment below if you disagree. But he didn't know that he was the daddy. He did not know. He didn't know. When Kanan first came up to the station, he put the pieces of the puzzle together and be like, wait a minute, I think that's my son. He went to go address Rock immediately. She was acting all ridiculous about it. Like, I mean, what is he supposed to do? Not want to be there for his son? I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. Even if you don't like him, for whatever reason, which we really don't know, I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. So you guys let me know how y'all think about that interaction right there. Now, going back to Davina, or back to the very beginning of the episode, when that concluded, the double date, I just knew that Kanan and Davina was gonna go back for round 2 or 3 or whatever. But she was like, no. I mean, the neighbor came like, hey, where your mom at? You got to get your baby. Davina was like, hey, I heard Famous's song. She didn't like that not Famous, but Kanan lying. You can just tell when he lying. He not a good liar at all, because he gets really emotional and defensive when something is awry. And so the next scene or whatever, he goes and charges up Famous, and I don't blame him for that. I really, really don't. I just don't blame him for that. You just shouldn't be. I wanted more of a confrontation. Like, Kanan was more mad that, like, okay, so in episode 6, where Famous was up there performing, Kanan had an epiphany, like, wait a minute, this dude rapping my life and he ain't living it. That's crazy. So we knew that was going to follow up in this episode, but it seems like Kanan is more upset that Davina heard the song rather than I promise Famous is singing about his life. I would hope that you would get equally upset about that. It's like, first of all, man, I like this girl right here. I murdered her boyfriend so I can be with her, which is whack. We still don't know if he did it or D-Wiz. That's whack. And then she's hearing the song. And then not only that, bro, you're putting the business out there. Like, don't nobody know it was me. You want to make a song about it? That's one. And then two, it's my lifestyle. You're not living life. And 3, my wannabe girl is hearing it or whatever. So this just has to stop. It seems like he let him off the hook a little too early. And that's just not cool to me. Now let's also go over to Patina Miller Rock or whatever. She goes to the diner to talk to Juliana right here, Rosal Colin or Colin. I feel like I am really butchering that name, so guys, please forgive me, Juliana. But she's like, hey, I like the woman to woman, thing right here. She was like, your husband's gone. She said, hey, I wish that he wouldn't come back or something like that. And then she gave him the address to the cousin or whatever. And I like that she kind of finally opened up to Rock, and shout out to Miss Elia Cantu, my guest is going to be joining me later on. She called this out as well, that they're going to have some type of empowerment moment and all that good stuff. And real quick, let me just say, so you know, this is my guest that's going to be coming back live at 2 p.m. CST, 12 p.m. PST. This is her YouTube channel right here. And you know, here she is right here, or on the far right. So if you guys want to see me do a recap with her later on in this episode, come back 2 p.m. CST. But I do like the back and forth between Rock and, what is the name right here? Juliana. I do like that, you know, just like, hey, you know what the deal is, you know how they are, you know how we feel, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's just cool right there. That's cool right there. Now, I'm going over, let's see, Marvin. Marvin, we're going to get to Marvin in a second. We're going to get to Joey Badass in a second. We talk Davina. Let's see, I don't even know what Davina looks like in her real self. Okay, that's kind of a small picture right there, but we already talked about Davina. We talked about Omar. That is that the doctor right there? I think so. So let's go ahead and talk about, where is he at? London Brown, Marvin. Marvin is, now I can't remember, at the very beginning of the episode, they were having a conversation, I think Marvin, Lulu, and Rock, just about how to move forward. And I can't really remember exactly what popped off right there. However, Marvin rolling up on Kanan, he was pissed. You know, Kanan, or let me back up. Kanan dumbass going to, hey, y'all know what to do. Well, first of all, you see that they got that gas station highway thing where the guy comes up, gives the cash, he gets the Snicker bar, then he goes to the gas station, gives the Snicker bar, gets the drugs. They got like a new little operation. And I think Marvin was scouting it out. And so then Kanan wants to show up to one of the trap houses, you know, acting like he's some super boss, talking about, hey, we're going to be doing this. This is my idea of the Snicker bars. We're going to cut it up, chop it up, lace it up, yada. Oh, dude was just like, he wasn't feeling that, like, bro, you are a high school kid. You know what I'm saying? But they let him cook anyway. This dude done cooked up some super duper ecstasy, crack, cocaine, whatever, all drugs combined into 1 times 10. Super potent. It's just laying everybody out. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like this was another moment for me where I was just like, ooh, I just don't like what I'm seeing right now. All these black people just dying off and getting hurt like this. Do I still want to continue watching the show? You know, I'm a stick in there, but I had one of those moments again. I'm just being honest with you. But Kanan, dumbass, gets picked up by Marvin later on, and he just like, oh my God, what did I do? And the dude ratted him out, rightfully so. Like, well, he the one that wants to make this super duper tester, and Marvin is pissed. I don't think I've ever seen Marvin this pissed before, you know. And so that's just quite interesting. Hey, we ain't telling nobody, nothing, you know. And so that's interesting. Also, this was a really big episode. There was a lot of people getting it on. Like Rock and Symphony got it on like 2 or 3 times. They was getting it on at the very beginning of the episode. Has Rock always been on top when they have sex? And I thought about that too, because as she was at least twice in this episode, Symphony was like, hey, let you know, slow your roll or whatever. We got time. We can smash all night. And she's like, oh, no, that slow down BS. She was like, it's not that. It's just like, you know, you on the power trip or whatever. You just feel like you got to be in control so much. So, you know, just relax, take this D. I got you. Maybe I don't know. But, you know, well, apparently they both having fun because they keep doing it. But anyway, you know, is she always on top? But I don't know. I just kind of thought about that. But going back to Marvin, and yeah, he was real pissed off, not gonna tell, you know, the sister or whatever. And Ken like, you're not gonna tell my mom? Hell no, we ain't telling nobody, you know. And so let's go back to Nicole with her parents, because I was really wanting to see her parents again and how this is gonna play out. And she was like, I just don't want you to get pregnant or whatever. And that was kind of an interesting, like, just, you know, that tone, just like, you can have sex, but be careful. I don't know. That was just kind of like a weird vibe. And it was kind of funny that Nicole threw it in her face like, hey, well, mom, if you're just so concerned about me getting pregnant, you can't get pregnant off of lesbian sex. I just started laughing. I was like, she got you there. You were a victim. You were taken advantage of. You didn't know what you was doing. And at that point in time, I really wish that when the mom walked in, Nicole could have been on top, like, yeah, take that, take that, take that, yeah, yeah, you know, that would have been hilarious. But of course, that's not what happened. The dad always comes in late, like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? And so that's funny. She kicks him out. Well, yeah, she kicks the parents out or whatever. Now, Nicole is, you know, they make the plans and, you know, she got a white dress on. Davina, you know, she looks sharp in a suit. Patina or Rock coming in saying all this, and she tells him it was a girl, and she looking all nervous. She looked better in the suit than the dress, but that's just her style. So Davina waiting, but she charges her mom up. Nicole talking about, you making me go with this guy. I don't want to go. What else did Nicole say? Oh, and what this is dumb right here. Nicole talking about she gonna put the headphones on, start listening to the cassette tape. Your parents are outside your room. Not okay, my thing is this, like, look, if you're gonna do drugs in the house, at the very least, can you not do it in the bathroom with the fan on? Can you not open the window? Can you not wait till your parents are asleep at night? You just gonna do this at 6 p.m., 7 p.m.? In high school, everybody's awake in the house. It's not even that. Your parents are expecting you to come downstairs. It'd be different if it was just a normal day. You're in your room, they thinking you're doing homework. You know, they downstairs, the daddy watching the game, the mama watching this or cooking, or the daddy's doing this or he cooking or whatever. But they expecting you to come downstairs to take pictures. And you just want to light up in the bedroom when you got your dress. That didn't make no kind of sense right there. At all. That was dumb, horrible timing, horrible writing, all of it together. It just didn't make no sense. You got your date down there. Hey, we trying to take these pictures. You being rude. I want to smoke some crack. Like, I mean, that was just dumb. Like, craziness. And she, and the thing is, when Nicole stole the drugs, at first I didn't even be like, okay, she gonna take them later on. And it should have clicked when mom was like, but if these white people start falling out for this, it's gonna come down on all our heads. But she takes one hit and she falls her ass to the ground. Man, now a lot of people were saying that, what's it, Carmen Camacho, what is that guy's name? I always butcher his name, the producer. It's not Carmen Camacho. What is his name, y'all? Oh, gosh. It's going to kill me if I don't, hold on. What is his name? It's going to kill me if I don't, I got to look. What is his name? It's not Carmen. Is it Carmen? Is it Carmen Camacho? Oh, gosh, what is his name? Damn it. I'm going to lose my mind. I am going to lose my freaking mind if I do not find, I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry. Y'all probably like, B, hurry up and get on with the recap or whatever. I just have to find out what this dude's name is. What is his name? It's not Carmen. It is not Camacho. It starts with a C, damn it. It starts with a C. What is your name, buddy? We ain't finishing this recap until I get your name. Crown Camacho. There we go. Sorry, guys. It was just bugging the hell out of me. And I done spent all that time trying to find out his name, and I forgot what point I was trying to make. Damn. That don't make no sense. Why did I bring up his name? People were saying that in the last episode, he laced up the blunt with crack or whatever. I didn't see that. Am I tripping? I thought he just put weed in her. I don't remember. But is she still hooked from that or whatever? Because when she hit it, she was like, at that point in time too. So now she's doing round two and she passed out on the floor or whatever. And, you know, that's horrible. Davina, you know, not Davina, but Jukebox is at the bar, the dance waiting. She don't show up. And then we get an ending narration with 50 Cent or whatever. So I can't wait. Oh, we also got to talk about Neek at the diner harassing Lulu. I think it was stupid for Lulu to be like, yeah, it's not that. It's just I don't work with, you know, bitch ass Negroes or whatever. And I'm like, bro, why do you have to be so blatant in your defiance? That's not going to help your case. They could blow you away right here if they wanted to. And then you're going to call the dude the pea eater or whatever and like a rat that you were the assassin. I don't get it. Maybe you have some master plan up your sleeve or whatever, but that was not smart at all. But we're going to see how things play out. We're going to see how things play out. We got 3 more episodes to go. And so I am interested, I am intrigued about what's going to happen. And so hope you guys enjoyed my recap. Please subscribe to the channel if you did. Even if you didn't, just subscribe anyway, just because. Also, come back later on, 2 p.m. CST, so I can do a recap again with Miss Elia Cantu to get into all the nitty gritty. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.